A marine protected area is an analog to a national park that's protecting a body of water. This could be either a marine area, such as in the Bahamas or in the Florida Keys, or locally over the Great Lakes. For example, the Thunder Bay Marine Sanctuary, which protects a bunch of vibrant shipwrecks on the floor of Lake Michigan. There's, say, Indiana Dunes National Park, which is providing a critical stepping stone in the bird migration, which is just getting underway here. Shedd does research in how a marine protected area actually works to replenish a local population. And by that I mean we provide the research and the science to make sure that putting aside a parcel of protected water, in this case, is actually able to protect the animals within it to replenish outside areas, thus bolstering fisheries as well. And in terms of work on fisheries, we try to educate people on sustainable choices that they can make locally every time you go to a store or to a restaurant. So for example, locally, Shedd also informs people on how they can make sustainable choices with seafood. And that comes from an open, transparent system with restaurants, where you have certain species that have really well-informed scientific data supporting how the fishery can exist without damaging the environment. Shedd Aquarium has the RV Coral Reef 2, our 80-foot research vessel, which is based out of Miami and is constantly going over back and forth to the Bahamas to deploy teams of volunteers and researchers that are investigating marine life and providing high-quality science for the government and nonprofits in the Bahamas to make better decisions to protect their beautiful underwater world. So in the Bahamas, Shedd does research across a variety of different species. I study invertebrate fisheries, so spiny lobster, which is the single largest fishery in the wider Caribbean area, and also queen conch, which is a threatened giant marine snail. And we look at things like where the animals are found, how they're breeding, and how a marine protected area can help protect and replenish those populations. Queen conch are giant threatened marine snails that are also associated with a variety of cultural and tourist commodities. They're also threatened. They're easy to extract from the environment, and they've been overfished for years. What we do in the Bahamas is go off of our research vessel, the Coral Reef 2, scuba dive to find where conch are found and measure them and observe what's happening. And we use that to provide information to better protect them into the future. The general tendencies that you can have as an informed citizen and conservationist are very similar. It's be respectful of the environment and make good choices based on the best available knowledge to not be damaging the environment that you love. The best thing that you can do to help your local environment is to just make mindful, conscious decisions. Don't take a super long shower if you don't have to. You know, pick up trash. And when you go to a restaurant to make a seafood selection, try to choose something that's advertised as sustainable seafood. I really hope down the line is to provide information that I find stimulating and interesting and identifiable for a variety of people who've never thought about the threats to a marine snail, so that they can change their own life in just a little bit to make more conscious decisions about the ocean environment that I love.